You want to be one of the cool guys? Buy my merch.
What's going on, everyone? This weekend we have UFC 315 coming from the Bell Centre in Montreal. Unfortunately, I am not in Montreal at this time. I've spent a lot of time in Montreal and I'm currently home. Why do I have to be home while the UFC decide to be in town? And also, why do I have to be injured while they happen to have a card in Montreal? That kind of sucks. But less about me, more about everyone else. So UFC 315, you got two title fights: Belal Muhammad versus JDM, Jack Della Maddalena versus each other. Then you have Valentina Shevchenko defending her belt against Manon Fiorot. I don't know how to quite say it. I'm not great at pronouncing names, but yeah, two fun fights. But we're going to go around some of the prelims. Brad Katona's fighting on the prelims. He's very exciting, very good. To be honest, I haven't watched all the prelim fighters. I've just kind of gone through who I know, and I'm not giving an in-depth breakdown on every fight. There's so many fights. You got Marc-Andre Barriault fighting Bruno Silva. Both of them are on losing streaks. I think Bruno Silva's on a 4-fight skid and Barriault's on a 3-fight skid. But nonetheless, they both bring it. Both are, they're both fighting for their jobs, and I'm sure they're gonna be putting on an exciting fight. They do always come for it, and they've been on the wrong end of things. But if anything, that means nothing. They'll be fired up. They'll have to prove a point and come out and get after it. So you got Bruno Silva on the 4-fight losses. He's got something to prove, and he's got something to fight for. He needs to go out there and get after it and secure his job. And obviously Barry on the other side with the 3-fight skid. So there's a reason they're still there, and that's because they're entertaining, right? So it should be a good fight. Then also we have Modestas Bukauskas, fighting Ion Cuțelaba, another guy who's always in exciting fights. Modestas is training at Tom Aspinall's place a lot and making big improvements and looking really good. So I think that's also going to be a very fun fight. Looking forward to that. And Cuțelaba he's a madman. You're always going to see something fun with him. Yeah, I see a lot of people dissing the cards and stuff, but these are fun fights. These are going to be really fun fights, and I think these are the kind of fights that people are going to bring it in, and you're going to see some blood. You're going to see tough fights. People are going to go out on their shields, and people are going to be brawling, and the French Canadians are going to love it. They're going to be like, I see tabarnak, all those kind of things. Jasmine, I can never say her name right. Jasmine Jasudavicius. She's very busy. She's fighting Jessica Andrade. That's a fun fight as well. I think Jasmine's going to be too good. I think she's going to be rangy, pick her apart, keep her at the end of things. She trains with a very good coach, the Jelly Man, and he's a great striking coach. Obviously MMA coach, but I feel like she'll keep her at the end of her punches and kicks and pick her apart, and just be too long for her, really. That's my thoughts on that. Then on to the main card, we have Benoit Saint-Denis fighting Prepolec. I was really hoping after Joel Alvarez pulled out that Mandel Nallo was going to get a shot to fight him. Would have made for a great fight, and be great to finally see Mandel in the UFC. He deserves to be there, and I would have backed him in that fight too against Benoit Saint-Denis. He's got the skills, got the tools, but unfortunately, they went a different direction and they went with Prepolec. I don't know for what reason. And I was in Montreal, and whatever. It is what it is. Didn't get the shot, but nonetheless, Benoit Saint-Denis on a 2-fight skid. He got, it's Dustin Poirier and Renato Moicano, so they're two very good guys. He was kind of getting fast-tracked towards the title, obviously, with the Dustin Poirier shot. To get a shot at a superstar like him, to really state your claim at a title. No doubt if he won that, he would have got a title fight. But yeah, he's on a 2-fight skid at the minute, and obviously Joel Alvarez would have been a very tough test. I don't really know much about the guy he's fighting, to be honest with you, so I'm not going to be able to give a breakdown, but I understand why he wants to get back in and get back to winning ways. You don't want to have that loss looming over you for longer than you need. So with the pullouts and opponent changes and whatnot, I saw Mateus Gamrot saying, why didn't he take him and blah, 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 blah. But, I think something people don't realise as well, when you are the one who is in camp and you are the one taking the short notice fight, it's sometimes more difficult on you because you have game plan for a specific thing, a particular opponent. Joe Alvarez, I think, tall, long, lanky striker. I mean, he has good guillotine. Yeah. And then you go and on the week you get Mateus Gamrot, who's like a short, guy who's a pressure guy who's going to wrestle you, low single legs, and a complete different style. Like it's more difficult on you. So, the short notice thing does go both ways. Obviously, the guy that always gets the props are the guys that step in. But when you've been prepping for a particular thing and then last minute it changes, it's kind of harder for you. When you've just been in the gym training, having fun, getting your body fresh and all these things, you're ready for anything. You're waiting for a call to go, you're fighting this guy, then you could just add the finer details onto it. So, I don't know. I don't subscribe to all that stuff. Alexa Grasso is back after losing the flyweight title. She is fighting Natalia Silva. I like Alexa Grasso. Should be a fun fight. She submitted Shevchenko at one point, so I haven't really seen Natalia Silva, I'm not going to lie to you. I think Grasso's going to win it. That's it. I don't know how I'm going to go with that prediction because I haven't seen the girl fight. So, yeah. And now, up to my main event, personal main event for me. Ayman Zahabi is fighting Jose Aldo. Yeah, it's a sick fight. Great fight. Aldo, I don't think you need to say much, really. Everyone knows what he's about. I don't want to do, I'm very biased. Ayman is, he's one of my best friends, great training partners. Obviously, I'm picking Ayman. But just the things with this fight, Aldo, we all know what he does. And if anything, he's kind of kept the same game and he started stripping things away. And there's now been a solution to beating him that people are using. It's not the most entertaining. We all know Aldo has the best takedown defense. His hips so good. So good. He's a BJJ black belt. He's a deadly striker, blah, blah, blah. Everyone kind of just sort of pins him on the fence, beats him up. They don't even try and take him down. You just go over under on the fence, give him knees, then, barrage of shots, try and pin him, stall the rounds, and, pick up the points and win the rounds like that. It's not the most exciting, but I understand a lot of people do that. I haven't got inside information. I haven't been there in the camp, and I'm not calling and asking what he's preparing for. So this will be a little bit unbiased in the sense that I don't know what the plan is. But one thing I know of Ayman, I've sparred many rounds with him, and I've watched many rounds of him sparring with other guys, is he can do it. He can do it all. Ayman's so versatile. His jiu-jitsu is so good. His wrestling is so good. His striking is very, very good, and his power is coming in. I feel like before he had that 5-fight win streak, the one missing piece was the confidence. And now he's put the confidence in and he believes in himself, and it's showing in the performances. Skill, with the guys there, you've got the main guys over there, and they're all so skilled. Against any guy, I would back those guys. There's the main three I train with regular over there: Ayman Zahabi, Louis Sanadex, and Mandel Nallo. If you don't know those guys, all three of them should have been on this card, but they're all so highly skilled, all slick black belts, good wrestlers, good strikers, great wrestlers. They can do it all. It's just the final piece, and Ayman has pieced that part of the puzzle, and they've got the confidence and all that stuff. So whatever strategy he goes for in this, and I got full faith. Faraz is one of the best sort of corners in the game. One of the best coaches you could have when it comes to looking at fights and breaking things down. I never sat with someone and studied tape and seen what he sees and then applied it the way he sees it, and it works. Someone like Aldo, who there's so much tape out there. There's so much. Not only is there so much tape out there, he's not a guy who changes his game every time. Yes, we know he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Yes, he has great wrestling defense. Yes, he does all these things. We all know he does it, but he's not versatile in the way Ayman is. Ayman can do different things, change his style up. He can go backwards, he can come forwards. He can take it down, he can wrestle off his back. He's got great jiu-jitsu, He can do all those things. He can attack leg locks, everything. Aldo, I don't think he's suddenly going to become a guy that's bouncing around on his toes and becoming in and out. He's like a castle in chess. He's planted and he throws hard combinations from a planted position. Good head movement, rips the body. Used to throw a lot of leg kicks, and he's kind of taken that away because I think maybe he was getting tired, to sort of try and conserve his energy, so he doesn't blast the big leg kicks like he used to. So that's not my prediction. That's just my thoughts. I know Ayman. I've seen him in the gym, been on the wrong end of sparring with him a lot of times, many times. He's a motherfucker. He's a nightmare. When you're in camp and you have to spar with that guy a few times a week, you you get hyped up on the way to the gym. You're like, right, Ava's gonna try and kill me today. So yeah, I'm very excited for him. Very excited for him to get this opportunity and show how good he is. Because that's what it is. Like, everyone knows Aldo, but like, only the guys that train with us and people that have sparred the rounds with him know how good he is. The amount of elite guys, like weights above him, I've seen him like ragdoll, and I'm a weight above him. He's beat the shit out of me a few times. So yeah, the amount of elite guys I've seen him put a pace on and beat up like 1 and 2 weights above him, I believe I got full faith he could beat anyone in the division. Yeah, but not my division. Stay out my division. There's, okay. Stay down there with the 135s. Don't even need to give it a prediction because it's too biased. But yeah, that's my thoughts. I think Aimer's going to impress. Anyway, stop glazing my friends. On to Valentina Shevchenko and Manon Fiorot. I really like Valentina. She does some really good stuff. She seems to do very good everywhere. Good kicks, good pace, good boxing. She's got nice grappling, good submissions. Manon looks very physically strong. She throws side kicks pretty good. Just a couple of things I didn't like from when I watched her. Every time she would step in for like a 1-2, she would bring her chin up in the air. She'd throw any punch, her head would go straight up in the air. I just feel like Valentina is too crisp, too good of a striker to not capitalize on someone making those big mistakes. Manon does look physically strong in the fights. I see when she grabs people, she sort of overrides the techniques and is able to throw you down and get control and stuff like that. I believe she's a black belt in jiu-jitsu herself. Also, I believe she's a karate black belt, I think. But yeah, she looks physically strong. I just feel like Valentina's going to be too skilled. I think she's going to capitalize on her lifting her head up every time she throws punches and with kicks and counter punches. And I just think Valentina is too good, too skilled, too well rounded to not beat her. So that's my prediction for the co-main event. Short and sweet. I think Valentina Shevchenko keeps her title. On to the main event. You got JDM, Jack Della Maddalena, fighting Bilal Muhammad. It's kind of short notice. I think 4 or 5 weeks. I think who was it meant to be? Do you remember who it was meant to be? JDM was supposed to fight Leon Edwards. Was it last month? I think. Yeah, last month. They said he obviously got the call when I think it was Shavkat pulled out, I believe. And Shavkat was supposed to get the title fight. I think Bilal got injured and then they rescheduled it. And then Shavkat's out. And then they pulled JDM out of the fight with Leon Edwards. And JDM's fighting for the title. So it's everyone was in camp, they were prepping, but they've just changed it up a little bit. Yeah, one thing I like watching Jack Della Maddalena. He switched a little bit. I've seen him switch a little bit, but predominantly I think he's southpaw. Throws some nice boxing combinations. I've seen him get taken down in his fights, and obviously he comes back and wins. But Gilbert Burns had a lot of success with takedowns, and he managed to scramble up and get that knockout finish. But one thing I think that will cause Bilal problems more than Leon did, because Leon kind of he's very passive. He'll pressure with fakes and feints and hip fakes and good kicks, but he's not super active with his striking. He kind of lets you come to him and then he'll pep you and pick you off. And something like that, when Bilal was there to spoil and walk you down and wrestle and grind on the fence, it worked very well that Leon was passive and waited. And obviously off night, whatever it is, whatever you call it, Bilal capitalized on that and was able to sort of walk high guard, throw punches and get clinches, get takedowns. I feel like you can't fight that way with a guy whose game plan is just to walk into range, get hold of you and get top control, get fence control, top control, land scrappy punches. You can't be passive. You have to make them back up. You have to walk them down. You have to land shots of your own. And I think JDM is going to do that. He's not going to wait and counter. He's not going to sort of let you get him to the fence before throwing things. He's like a predator, not in a bad way. He's got a low boxing stance. He throws nice knees. He's gonna dirty box you if you shoot a sloppy shot. He's gonna clinch and throw uppercuts and knees. Throws big boxing combinations that seem scary for people. Rips the body nice as well. The guys looking to shoot and wrestle, obviously having a low stance, looking to box, looking to throw body shots is a nice option. However, I feel like Bilal is gonna be able to get hold of him, get the top control, put that pace on him. One thing I will say for Barriault, his cardio it looks like great. Like he can keep going, keep pressing, doesn't seem to slow down, doesn't get tired. He's been knocked out before, obviously he's been hurt. I mean, JDM definitely could finish it. I wouldn't bet against him, to be honest. But I feel like the safer bet would be Barriault walking into range and trying to score takedowns for 5 rounds. Yeah, I think that would be it. Even if he doesn't get the takedowns, maybe kind of like that game plan I said people were using against Aldo, where they just kind of put him up against the fence and try and wear him down. Yeah, I think it's an interesting fight. It's two kind of opposing styles. JDM's very fun. He's always in good scraps. He's got very nice boxing, very clean boxing combinations, very up, and now adding in the knees as well, where people sort of level change on him. That's a very nice option. I'm kind of arguing with myself with who I think is going to win, to be honest. Safe money says Barriault, but I think if he gets Barriault going backwards with the boxing combinations first, the pressure on him, landing some nice body shots, keeping him backing up. If you don't let Barriault come forward, then it's going to be nice. I don't know if he shoots a very good like blast double. All his takedowns against Leon were against the fence, I think. He'd sort of walk him to the fence and sort of dive on the legs and take him down. Lock double, which was nice. But again, two different fighters. Leon is quite passive and JDM sort of likes to lead the dance with punches. He doesn't want to lead with sort of not touching. He likes to touch you with punches to the body, with kicks. He's going to be there pressuring. And he's always looking, yeah, fuck it, I changed my mind. JDM's going to win. JDM with the body shots. That's my prediction. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe. We will possibly have coffee mugs available soon with Almighty Strength. New shirts coming to the almightymerch.co store. Let us know in the comments what you think. I know I haven't done like a deep research on this. I was kind of waiting and hoping that the Benoit Saint-Denis fight got changed to Mandel-Nalo, because then I wouldn't have to do any research, because that's another guy I've sparred many rounds with and I know what he does. It is what it is. So I didn't do any research on Prepolec, I'll be honest. It should be a good card. I wish I was there out in Montreal. I wish I was on the card in Montreal, to be honest. That would be very cool. When I left Montreal a few months ago, I was optimistic. I was joking with Eamon. I was like, yeah, we'll be on the card together. And does not look like it. Unless I'm suddenly better in a week. But yeah, it should getting better. So we're getting there. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments. Please subscribe, share it to your friends. Donate $10 each. Every watch, donate $10 to me and my fund. I just want the money. I don't need it for a charity or anything, but just donate it. Yeah. Cool. Thanks.